guess when I first started making music, dancehall artists were my favorite. Like the DJs here in Jamaica were always my favorite artists to work with or just to follow. Reggae music has a certain level of exclusivity, and so I think those labeled like Green Sleeves or VP always looking for a new way to reach people, you know, to reach a new audience. So, you know, a lot of kids follow me as a DJ, and reggae is one of the genres that I work in. So, you know, for them it's like an in to break it to a new audience. This is like classic reggae, you know. There's nothing. I didn't do any. I'm not putting like Miami bass or anything, mixing it. It was just like classic, kind of a classic mix, just to keep it, you know, standard for the Green Sleeves crew. The tracks are all licensed, which is unusual for me because usually I'm just making mixtapes, bootlegs, and stuff like that. So it's cool to do a partnership with somebody that actually respects the craft. When I first came here, I was even less of any artist. I mean, even today, nobody really is impressed by maybe a few girls here, that's about it. Nobody else is really impressed by my Blackberry swag. But I think that, I think a lot of guys just respect me that, you know, I'm doing something, you know, and I understand the culture, you know? I think that when we did records like Palm the Floor, Hold the Line, that did break here in Jamaica, they were different than what you would expect for a dancehall record. So a lot of people like that. We're not just taking stuff from the culture, but we're adding to it because I think those records influence other people who do stuff here too. So that's important for me that it's a back and forth. We're not just, you know, coming to Jamaica, get a bunch of voices and leaving. I'm here like every 3 months DJing or recording or something. So I'm always back in Kingston. Dancehall selector or anything, but I just liked the connection. I liked a lot of the artists being really progressive and the music being different. Beanie Man, Elephant Man, we just did Junior Reed. I love Future Fanbo. Very original. I like his style, his attitude, his voice. He lives the life. He's absolutely drunk every time I see him. He's crazy. He's got the best, deepest voice. Crazy. You know, the first record we did with Fanbo was we sampled Black Flag and put a dancehall beat around it, so it was like a punk rock record mixed with reggae. And that was kind of the catalyst for the sound. It was like punk rock meets dancehall in a way. Major Lazer, and then Fanbo was perfect for the record. So like the first guy I linked with was Vibes Cartel. That was about 6 years ago. In fact, it was in Philly at Larry Gold Studios. I just wanted to record him. You know, I put my own. It was for me, it was a huge investment to like buy studio time, to pay him to DJ for me, and you know, to voice a record. And back then I didn't have any money, but we did a record, and then since then I just was back and forth. And you know, a lot of artists that I worked with, like MIA for instance, takes a lot of like dancehall influences. But last night Super Hype, who's a selector, he's always been a supporter from the beginning. People like him, we just love to connect with. I want to put Cartel on everything, even though he still doesn't know who I am every time I go to the studio. He's like, I don't think he knows anything about me, but I like that. He's absolutely insane and crazy, and he's so intense. One of my favorite creative people I ever met is Vibes Cartel. He's just out of this world, man. He's crazy. There's a guy we met with Super Hype named King David. I really like, kind of like Rasta style, but weird, mad crazy. I think there's a back and forth. It's like a mirror between the Caribbean. You know, it takes a lot of things and it flips it here. Like there's such a weird mix of pop music and 80s music and rock music between here and Trinidad that I always see. You know, we hung out with Brushy One-String yesterday, and he was pretty much blues, and he was like punk art. Like the bass lines were like punk rock. You know, it was like listening to Fugazi or something. You know, and there's Acmatic, another group of kids from here in Kingston that do like Depeche Mode style music. Like there's kids that just bring things in, and you know, dancehall artists always utilize whatever, whether it's hip hop, R&B, they're like Owl City, whatever it is, they just flip it. And then, you know, and a lot of times reggae music has a culture and a scene all over the world, but a lot of people, they know dancehall through things like Bob Sinclair and like Sean Paul records and stuff. So it's different. It's a different way for reggae to reach people nowadays. You know, it's a more commercial format. It used to just be Bernie Spear and Bob Marley would travel everywhere, and people were reggae fans. I mean, anybody that wants to work with us, I mean, we're down with it. It's always complicated to work with Jamaican artists, you know? because there's like a indifference to what I do, because they just want to like do their thing here in Kingston and, you know, run some dub plates and things like that. But for me to sell my project to them is difficult sometimes, and it gets frustrating to have to keep doing it over and over again, try to always sell it. But you know, when you have a connection with somebody that really does the best tune for you and knows we're gonna take it to the rest of the world, that's a good link, you know. LargeUp.com, Diplo, Major Lazer crew, Kingston, Jamaica.